I love my breasts, and the girls have made it very clear that they love mine too. So what is up, y'all? It is your girl Africana Affirmations, and I don't give you advice, I just lead you back to yourself, okay? And in today's video, I'm gonna be tapping into how to properly dress your chest with confidence, okay? So quick anecdote, I been loving my breasts since I'm like really young. It sounds really crazy, but yeah, since from like high school, I was like a cleavage queen. And people would think, aren't you African? Isn't your mom like on it? And luckily for me, my mom worked a lot, so she wasn't really around like that. But when she was around, she actually encouraged me to do so. And not from a space of like do it, but she didn't let me hide my sexy. Okay, so I definitely have a different upbringing from most, but I'm going to share with y'all my tips and tricks on how to feel the most confident in your tops, in your clothes, in your dresses as a big chested girly. And even if you're not a big chested girly, if you got a little weight on your chest and you want to learn how to dress them up properly, keep on watching this video. I promise y'all are going to enjoy it. So let's get into it. So before we get into the clothing aspect of it and actually how to style your chest, we always got to do a quick energy check to make sure that you are exactly where you're supposed to be before you embody this sexy version of you, okay? So what people don't know is that sexy is equated to comfortability. I need y'all to be extremely grounded in your body and really appreciate what you got going on top of showcasing what you got. Shake what your mama gave you. Shake what your mama gave you. The things that I have learned over the years, because I wasn't always properly dressing my chest properly. I definitely had some trial and error, but one of the things I always made sure to do was that I felt comfortable with the clothes that I was wearing, or just feeling comfortable being perceived, period. For me personally, I didn't really care, and I still don't care about my chest being seen, especially me being a big chested girly, because for reference, I am a 36 double D and I have a lot of chest. And I'm on a 5'2" frame, so I'm really petite and really busty, so it's very obvious. But I've always honed into the fact that, for one, I am dressing up for myself and not for anybody else. I promise y'all, this is not for male validation. I am not new to this. I'm very true to this. I got like 10 years into the game of being a busty bustier grip. So you always want to make sure that you are feeling comfortable in what you're wearing, but also comfortable with your body, period. I consider my breasts my favorite accessory. Like, this is probably one of the favorite things on my body, period. I just love everything about it. It may not be the most perfect breasts ever, but they're perfect to me, and that's what matters most. And for me, I treat them as if like they are an accessory. So I actually like to dress them up. And I think in African households, or just Black American households, wearing stuff like this, it's like you have a fear of being hypersexualized. But I want you to know that, for one, the cold is coming from inside of the house, and anybody that does that to you, they have their own issues. So I want you to know that whatever somebody says to you, they're projecting onto you, and it's not necessarily you being the problem, okay? So I want to clear that up first, because I know that there is a lot of people that are going to be thinking negatively of showing off my assets, but it's more of a lack of comfortability in their own body versus what I actually got going on. So we want to make sure that we are exuding the utmost confidence in what we're wearing, but our body, period. And if you don't feel confident about your body, we can change that by finding clothes that actually fits you. So that leads us into our next segment, which is functionality is queen, okay? Not king, but queen. We're going to be talking about the functionality of your clothing, because that matters. I always make it my priority to put functionality as my top one priority, because your clothes could look cute on the hanger, but when you put it on, it's a whole different story. And the last thing we need to do is to be negative towards our own bodies. You don't have the wrong body, you just got the wrong top on. I'm going to show y'all the two pillars that I focus on whenever I'm picking out an outfit to wear. So pillar number one is, what do I want to look like in this outfit? What type of vibe am I trying to give? Am I trying to give smoothed out? Am I trying to give curvaceous? What am I trying to exude with this outfit? And for two, where are the places that I need the most support at? So for me, I know that I have a big chest and it weighs down a bit. So I need support to hoist my girls up, on top of support around my midsection, because I got a little gut, and that's okay. It's okay to have a little or a lot of gut. So you always want to make sure that you are taking care of all of your needs. And if that shirt or that dress can supply those needs. Because truth be told, a lot of these clothes are not tailored to us. And secret be told as well too, them Fashion Nova models be having their clothes clipped in the back. Even those clothes are not tailored to them most of the time. So I want you to know that it is okay for a top or a pants to not fit you. I don't want you to pedestalize a cute top, because honestly, no top is cute to me if they're not functional for my body. So you want to make sure that you are in tune with your body. You know what your body needs and what you want to look like, or what you're trying to get from the top, which goes into the type of tops that I actually do love wearing, and I get different variations of them. So my number one go-to top is a corset top. I'm wearing a corset top right now, and I'm actually going to show y'all how it looks. This is how my corset top look. As you guys can see, it has a bit of boning and it has structure. But not only that I'm getting cinched at the waist, I'm also getting hoisted up at the top with these strings, and they are adjustable. So we have a halter and corset style going on with this top. We already mentioned corset tops. Now my second favorite are halter tops, which is what this top is also giving. It gives me a nice plunge at the neckline, but also to hoist up my girls. So one of the things that I always make sure that I opt in for, either the material has little to no stretch, because with stretchiness can come with it stretching out and my girls dropping, and we do not want that. So I go for tops that have little to no stretch. So please make sure that you get your actual size and not the size that you want to be. And I also just make sure that I have adjustable straps or something at the neck to hold me up so my girls can hold me up. So you always want to make sure that your top is, for one, very fitted on you, but also for two, it could be tailored and adjusted when you want to lift up your chest, okay? Because I know a lot of us, we deal with the idea of possibly going through sagging or whatever the case may be. You always want to make sure that you have some type of adjustment. You want to be comfortable. You want to think about the long term of the outfit throughout the entire day. Say if you end up going somewhere else, you want to feel comfortable all throughout. And that's another thing as well too. If I know I'm going to be eating, I get something that is my size with a bit of compression, so that when I am eating, I don't feel uncomfortable when I do bloat and have a little food baby and now I look ugly in my clothes. Like, we do not want to deal with that. So I make sure that my shirt is functional to my body and also to the type of event that I am going to. So now that we talked on the type of tops that I do wear, now it is on to undergarments, because I feel like that is a topic that is not touched on at all. So if you find a cute top that got no structure whatsoever, because need a little structure, but if you find a cute top and you don't got no structure, this is where the undergarments come into play, okay? We're going to be playing illusions. We love a good illusion, all right? So with that being said, you want to make sure that you find undergarments that suits your needs. So for me, sometimes I don't want my breasts to make a big cameo. I want them to actually look smaller than what they are. And it's no shade to them. I just want them to be minimized. With the outfit that I'm wearing, I want them to look smaller than what they are. So my go-to undergarment when it comes to minimizing my breasts are minimizer bras. My favorite brand right now is the Hysia brand. You can find them on TikTok, and they have the best minimizer bras. It has a bit of wiring, but also too, it minimizes your chest with the cupping, because the cupping goes all over your chest. And I'm gonna leave a picture of how it looks like, but the cupping goes all over your chest and suppresses it in, versus smashing them together. It kind of separates it and flattens it out, on top of having a really, really thick band for that support if you are a heavier chested girl, okay? So though that is my first type of bra that I like. Now for my second one, if I know I'm wearing the tight top that got no structure and I'm not trying to be spilling all over the place, I go for bras that have, I'm gonna leave a picture of that as well too, and compresses me in around my back area. And what this does is that it helps you cinch in your back fat and make you look smooth AF. I treat my whole upper body as one, so sometimes with those type of bras, if you got a little bit of extra stomach on you, it could make you look a bit pudgier than usual. So what I like to opt in for are some compression Spanx with 2 bonings in the front, and I get them from Amazon. And I'm gonna leave all the links down below for y'all to check them out so you could get them. And I wear that underneath as well too, to cinch me in. So like I said, if I wanna look smooth, it's usually I'm cinching and I'm lifting. So if I'm not getting that from the top, I'm gonna get that from my undergarment. Now, where exactly do I shop at to get my tops? I get all of my tops. When I say all of my tops, I really truly mean all of my tops from Fashion Nova. This top is from Fashion Nova. People be sleeping on Fashion Nova and thinking that they don't have quality stuff, but they really do. Like, they really actually do. And most of their halter tops that I do get for them, they last me over a year plus. So they are very good quality. You just have to look at the material that they have, and also to just trial and error. Overall, they really do have good structured tops, especially if you're a beginner or you are a baddie on a budget, or if you're not. You know, I feel like sometimes too, just because you're spending more doesn't mean that you're getting the best quality. A lot of times these people are sharing the same vendors. Fashion Nova has not failed me. I have been using them for years when it comes to my outfit. And with that being said, we are going to wrap up this video. I hope y'all enjoyed this video on how to dress your chest very confidently as a woman, okay? Because I feel like these are conversations that aren't had as often. I wanted to share with y'all my gems because the girlies love the girls, okay? They love my twins. So I hope y'all found this video very informative. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe to my channel. If you have not, what are you doing? Join the Africana Angels community if you have not. And I will catch y'all in the next video.